pro-choice movement. They elected to support that movement, but they didn't want to support this movement. So I spoke to my comrades and I said, where are they? They are not here, right? Where are some of our allies and accomplices with their words? They showed up in mass downtown. They had very many things to say, right? But now when we look around, we don't see them. So, I'm going to bring up my comrade. I have the honor of introducing Bink Jones. Bink is a formidable accomplice. Bink does a lot of work around educational justice. A lot of work right here on the South Side with our children. Bink hails out of Oakland, California. Bink is a big proponent of restorative justice, restorative practices, where we restore our children and we do not put them out of school. We do not cause them to miss education. Bink is a licensed educator. So Bink is going to represent Hadow and going to talk to the accomplices and the allies about their role in protecting and respecting black women. Come on up, Bink. Give her a hand as she comes.
Woo!
All right.
Thank you all. Like Miranda said, I'm a teacher, so I'm going to use my teacher voice. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So as a society, we have come to respond to racial injustice with questions of inversion of race. What if people responsible for mass killings have been black? What if the people murdered by police have been white? And now here in Winston, we've been asked, what if Terica Hughes was a white woman? Would she experience harm at the hands of a retailer? And these questions are distractions. They are the invasion of white supremacy into black civil rights. I don't care about what if. I don't care about hypothetical white women. I care about Terica. I care about the dozens of women who have shared their stories about racial profiling, about mistreatment at the hands of ego on social media since Terica shared her story. I care about the businesses that thrive off black dollars, that treat black people like liars, thieves, and animals. Terica Hughes has given her business to ego for over a decade, nearly a decade and a half, to the point that even ego's owner, Hassan Kanan, the man who put his hands on her, acknowledged to the Winston-Salem Journal that Terica has been such a loyal customer, she gets a 10% discount. How do you know someone so well?
That's right.
That you give them a 10% discount, and then when there is even a question around payment processing, you grab, wrestle, and tug on her like she's a dog you're trying to take away a toy from.
Say that, say that.
If that's how you treat your best customers, how do you treat the people whose names and faces you have yet to learn? Those women who have come forward, thanks to them we know instead, you call them Keisha and Shaniqua, mocking the stereotypes of black women. Instead, you demand they pull up their shirts and bare their pregnant bellies. Instead, you put up one in, one out barriers in the aisles of your stores. So now we are here, and I ask Hassan Kanan, how do you expect a community that feeds you, that houses you, that keeps you comfortable in 6 stores across this city to continue to take this abuse without speaking up? Terica has brought our eyes to something that is not unique to her. She has opened up a box that cannot and should not be closed.
That's right.
I may not look like Terica Hughes, but I know enough to know what has happened to her and women who look like her, that it is time to stop waiting for the next incident to happen. At the time, the options for black women in Winston are slim. We are grateful to the House of Jay Lorraine for their support. We hope that you continue to spend your money with them online if you can't get out. But we need to keep black dollars in our community and grow black wealth. I call upon the city of Winston-Salem to explore and establish a program like the Commercial Property Acquisition Fund, recently created in Washington, D.C., that offer down payment grants to black business owners in order to contribute and help them establish roots that will become fruit. Our people, my people, and our institutions must contribute to sowing the seeds of black business, freeing up the capital for investments in products and inventory over parcels. It is time for our most comfortable residents to support self-sufficiency, to support the creation and expansion of black wealth. It is time to say goodbye to Ego Beauty Supply and hello to the growth of black business in Winston-Salem. Thank you all very much.